welcome to TouchPoints TV. I'm Debbie House, Editor-in-Chief of Retail TouchPoints, and I'm here with Stephen Holmes, who's a spokesperson for the Home Depot.
Hi,
Welcome.
nice to be here, thank you.
Thanks for joining us. So we're in front of the Microsoft booth, and we're going to talk a little bit about what some innovations and new technologies that you're deploying in Home Depot stores, along with Microsoft and Motorola.
Right.
So first of all, I guess the handhelds is what we really need to talk about. Can you tell me a little bit about the new handhelds that you're deploying?
Sure. We've made a great progress and a huge focus on simplifying tasks in our stores for our associates to shift that from the time they spend tasking to more time spent with customers, making great progress. Our handheld mobile device in our stores has been a big part of that. So the first generation that we had is like this device I have here from Motorola, but as you'll see, it even has the stylus.
Yeah.
It's still push button.
I know, we don't know how to use the stylus anymore.
And it's an amazing tool for our associates. It does inventory management, business analytics for our management team. It does everything from SKU lookup. It is a mobile, it's MPOS, so mobile checkout, also line busting. So just a walkie-talkie as well as a phone, which in our environment is huge. And it's very rugged, as you can see, because of our environment, where you have everything from dust to moisture in the garden center to sawdust, you name it, concrete floors.
Hammers.
You can drop this. Well, speaking of hammers, when this comes off, our associates tend to grab a nail and use that for the stylus. So it's a great, tough device. What we're talking about here now is moving to something that is more modern, more up-to-date, more intuitive for our associates. So you end up with a device that has more of the touch screen, no more stylus. This is an engineering example. It's not the exact device, but it is going to have more of the smartphone capability, more of that user interface. And we think that's going to be huge and continue to help simplify things for our associates.
So right now, how many devices do you have deployed in the stores?
We deployed in 2010. We put about 34,000 of these out in our stores. And we have about almost 2,000 in the US alone. So then the main complaint that we had from the stores was, how do we get more? That's about 15 to 20 per store that we put out, depending on the size of the store and that sort of thing.
Everybody wants one.
So everybody wants one. So this past September, we came out with what we call the First Phone Junior. So First Phone Junior. As you can see, it's much smaller. And it has the core functionality on the SKU lookup and things like that that our associates need to serve customers. So it goes with the frontline sales associates, and we got more out there. The great thing again about this device is it has all those features that we want, but just in a more user-friendly format.
Right. So when do you anticipate being able to get these out?
We haven't set a date for this yet. I would say though we're moving on it and working on it probably sometime in 2014.
Excellent. So can we talk a little bit about your work with Microsoft and why we're here at the Microsoft booth today?
Well, absolutely. I mean, Microsoft has been a really important partner for us in terms of giving us the embedded 8 platform that's terribly important for us, again, in just simplifying things for our associates, making it easier for them to use. Our IT team and them, along with Motorola, just make a great combination to come up with what we think can solve our challenges that we have, again, with keeping associates focused on the customer, less focused on tasks, and building lots of functionality in one device that we can use.
Right, and you also mentioned that you're able to do mobile POS as well on the devices?
We do. We have mobile POS. On the current version here, that is a device that we fit on here. We keep a couple of those in the store, 3 to 4 in a store typically, and we use those when we need to speed up the lines. We use it in the Christmas tree lots. We'll use it in disaster response, for example, if we have sales in the parking lot, that sort of thing. A number of uses for that. Another great thing that this does is for BOPUS, for Buy Online, Pick Up in Store. We intentionally waited to put Buy Online, Pick Up in Store. We intentionally waited to launch that. And the reason we waited was we felt like we weren't going to put it out until we could really do it right. The first phone has been huge for us in being able to do that the way we think it should be done, seamlessly for the customer, quickly for the customer. And again, I mean, it's been a key part of that has been working with Microsoft and with Motorola.
And I just feel like when you empower the store associates, they become better overall brand advocates for the Home Depot.
Well, there's no question about it. I mean, ours is not the traditional retail environment, to say the least. When you walk in a grocery store, you don't typically ask how to make a salad. But everyone that walks in our stores pretty much has a question that they need. So our associates really need that time, they need that information, the knowledge at their fingertips to be able to help customers, help them quickly with the know-how that they come into our stores and expect.
I've actually personally taken broken pieces of a bed into the store and had a Home Depot store associate help me figure out what items I needed in order to go home and fix the thing. So yeah, so I speaking for the customers, I appreciate the ability to do that.
So that's a neat point you bring up, because one of the neat things that the Microsoft Motorola device helps with is in terms of, we talk about serving the customer on a project basis. So this can actually drop a list out for them. So let's say you came in and bought a gallon of paint. And if you bought that paint, it's going to give me that list if I want, and I can say, well, do you have the right brushes? Do you have the right cleaners? Do you have, a tarp? That's a simple example, but again, it's saying, here's how you make the salad, and here's all the stuff you need for it. And this can help do that for any retailer.
Right, excellent. All right, well, thank you so much for sharing your information with me today, and thanks to all of you for joining us on TouchPoints TV.